The new season begins today, and we have a lot to talk about. We ended last season with the board pretty much saying, look, this year, playoffs, next season, we go up. Beginning of pre-season began, avoid relegation. Yeah, our squad get decimated. This genuinely might be the biggest turnover of players we've ever had, both in and out. We've had one takeover rumour rubbished, and in the last few in-game days are in the middle of another potential takeover from someone else on the board. If it's anything like the previous 7 years, it won't happen. We have so much to talk about. Board still want promotion next year, but they still want us to avoid relegation this year. But we're also second favourites to win the league. Like I said, we have a lot to get through. I'm going to stop wasting time. Let's just get to it. This Quite Average Gamer. My name is Duncan. Welcome back to the Elgin Experiment. Let's be honest, I kind of forgot about doing this, but we'll do it. So, this is our season in review, new arrivals, all that good stuff. Here's the results, they're unhappy. None of this really matters. I guess the fact we had an average home attendance from 96% is amazing. 4,372 for most games. Fantastic. Most of the member, none of that matters to me right now. The finances, this does. So sponsorship went up from 156,000 to 275,000. Now, I'm going to be honest and assume by the end of next season, all of these will be red. Every one of these will be a drop. Competition prize money will be, there's absolutely no doubt about it. Corp and hospitality most likely will be. Mastery, yeah, all of that, absolutely. We're probably going to be going back down to broadcast revenue of about 34,000. Sponsorship, like all this will go down. But anyway, sponsorship's up from 156 to £275,000. Broadcast revenue massively up from £34,300 last year to £445,000. Corporate and hospitality went up from 89,000 to 190. Prize money went up from 524 to 978. And our match day income, commercial and retail stuff, 115 last year, 192 this year. We made 23,000 in revenue. In merchandise sales, with 2,000 of that not being domestic. That is interesting to me. And you can see the issues we had in the squad. Lack of assists, really, lack of goals. Cummings, to be fair, I think he can be happy with his numbers. Realistically, you'd want more from a guy who's played 40 odd games, but considering just how out of our depth we were, that's not too bad. This is where I'm interested. Fans player of the season, Daniel Cummins. Yep, can't argue with that. Same with young player of the season. Sign of the season, Finlay Marshall. I mean, somebody had to win it. Goal of the season was for Roy Wilson. This is where it gets embarrassing for us. Top goal scorer, 8 goals. Cummings. Most assists, Cummings, 6 goals. It was a bad season. And it is what it is. Players inducted into our best 11. Who? Daniel Barden. Okay. Barden and Dembele, who isn't here, have asked, want to leave if the offer comes in, which we're happy to do. I think for Barden we said we'll accept 100,000. For Dembele we will accept 250 or 275. I can't remember exactly. That is what it is. Now for me it is heads down, arse up, and trying to get proper building blocks in place. Briggs will not accept a new contract whatsoever. Emerson is signing a new deal. We sat down with him. He initially wanted a non-contract, which I wasn't happy. Wouldn't have bothered me, but he wanted a £900 appearance fee. We've just got rid of that appearance fee, and we're offering him £650 a week as a squad player. He's already on £600 a week, so £50 a week increase for a year's deal, which I wouldn't normally have been doing, but stat-wise, he's got pace, he can cross, dribbles okay, first touch okay. We're going to be in the championship. He's a decent enough player for us, I think. I think he'll be fine in that division for us. We'll find out. It's just a year's deal anyway, but he is the only player that is staying on. Next time you hear my voice or see my face will be in this video, but it will be probably starting to show you whatever signings I've managed to make, which could be many, could be few, I don't know. It is near enough 2 in the morning, so I won't have any clue, because I probably won't make any before, I don't know, whenever. I'm rambling. Cut to cut at me. And welcome back, everyone. So I think you should have just seen last season's end of season review thing. Forgot all about that, so I ended up recording that super o'clock in the morning after we finished last season. We have games to go through. We finished top of our League Cup group. We only drew one game against a team we absolutely shouldn't have and lost that penalty shootout. Does mean we have a double header now against Dundee, away in the league and then away in the Cup coming up. That will be next episode. That's how we'll start next week. In terms of uploads, there will be an upload Christmas Day, which I believe is Wednesday, which will still be Football Manager. Yes. So the 3 uploads next week that should be happening will still be happening. Of course, with the Baldur's Gate 2 stuff finishing, there is no other Tuesday, Thursday episodes at the moment. That's just giving me a little bit of a break. I'm going to try and get some of the Baldur's Gate 3 streams up. Like I said, there's no schedule for them. They are just going to go up as and when I get them done. I'm trying to get through them as quick as I can so that I can have some form of schedule either within a couple of days of the stream going live on Twitch. It should hopefully be up on YouTube, but it is going to take me probably a couple of weeks just to get through that time-wise. But yeah, we have a lot to get through. Let's start. I think we'll do with the games first, then we'll do the signings, mainly because I'm already on this screen. We started off our Cup campaign with a 4-1 win over Stirling. The game didn't start well. We went 1-0 down. We were playing our wing play, and it was doing nothing. I think we then, if I remember right, we switched then to a counter-attack, and it worked. A player called Miles got a goal. Johnny Emerson from last season, he got the second, puts in the lead. Paul Rivera got the third, and Charlie got the fourth on the 92nd minute. His first goal for the club. We then took on non-league side Bucky Thistle. We beat them 3-0. Ethan Hamilton, Johnny Emerson, and Daniel Kelly all got the goals there. We then drew 1-1 with Cove Rangers. They took the lead again, and it was after this goal we changed our system, and it is what we have stuck to, and it is what we have now just decided on for the season. That player Miles got our equaliser. We then went to penalties where Miles, Wilson and Josh Campbell scored, but a player called Meluso and Joseph missed. Unfortunately, we then took on Ross County, where Rory Wilson equalled the goals scored for a season already. Last season he scored 4 goals for us. He managed it in one game against Ross County to give us that 4-1 win. Now today we are starting our league campaign away from home against Falkirk before being home at Livingston. Don't ignore what you just saw there. There is so much to get to, and we have brought in a lot of money too. So players that got released, I think we should start with that. Ryan Ashley left the club as we knew he would. He is now at Premier League side St Johnstone. Alex Mitchell left the club. He is at Queen's Park. Aaron Arnott, clubless. Zach Lovelace is also at Queen's Park. I think that was a loan at a trial. No, he's just not on a... Weird. Josh Briggs, he also is at St Johnstone, so Briggs and Ashley meeting up there. Max Merrick is at Brighton, of all fucking places. Daniel Cummings is at Spartans. You see, he must have dropped levels in. Oh no, Spartans are in our league, I didn't even know. And Max Ross, he is at Alfreton. Non-league side Alfreton? Yeah. That is where the players who got released. Let's start then with the transfers out. Kieran Offord, we knew he was leaving the club. He had joined Clifton Vale for £13,250. Sorry. So he is away over in Northern Ireland. That is where he is now. Bobby Wales left on a free transfer. He is at Championship side Ross County. We then sold Tashin Oakley Booth to Falkirk, who are in our division, for £25,000. This one annoyed me. Carl Garbett left the club for £42,000. He is at Dundee United. Wanted to build a team around him. He wanted to go when we got relegated. We had agreed a relegation release fee of about £500,000. Downside, when that bid came in, I think it was only about £20,000 at the time. He was like, "Look, I want to go. I'm going to be unsettled if you don't let me go." We negotiated a fee. We got 42,000. I believe there is an add-on. I got a significant sell-on percentage. I just can't remember what it is at the moment. I will double check. We then broke our transfer record for fee received. For Karamoko Dembele, he joined Aberdeen for £215,000. We wanted also to get a lot more, but again, same issue. We'd agreed a fee when we get relegated, which was a lot higher than what it was. We ended up getting off going from Aberdeen. He wanted to go. Fine. So he stays in the Premier League. So at this point in time, we are what? 215, 250, 260. So we brought in 282,000. No, we didn't. £235,000 by this point in the window. But there's more. A youngster, Theo McLaughlin, left on a flea to non-league side Glen Ross. Mursad Ali had agreed his pre-contract with PTM in Portugal. And then another big sale. Daniel Barden was sold for £200,000 to Shamrock Rovers. He is the only one that we actually agreed the release relegation, like once we get relegated, a fee would accept, that actually got that money for us. So thank you, Daniel. He's away in the Republic of Ireland. And that brings up our received, I believe now, if I just said what I said, about £700,000. We then sold Anthony McCartney, player that I'd kind of actually forgot we'd have brought in. He was away on loan. He's now at Dundee. We sold him for £1,300. A youngster that we signed, Graham Alexander, we brought him in. Just a free contract for a year. He's away on loan at Mansfield. And then Daniel Kelly has literally just left the club this past week for £325,000 to Partick Thistle. We didn't agree a fee for him to go. He was happy to stay. Partick Thistle came in. He wanted to leave to go to Partick Thistle. So we agreed a fee that we felt was quite good for us. That brings, I believe, that's got to be maybe about £1 million we brought in this summer. If quick maths will do my favour, 60. Oh my god, my brain just went completely blank. 270, 280, 280, 280, 280, 300 and something. Okay, so not that, but £800,000. That's not bad. Window's still open, but we've made a lot of signings and we haven't spent a single fee. Lewis Collins came in. We'd actually agreed this pre-contract, and I don't know if I'd mentioned it at the end of last season, but we'd agreed this before the end of the season. 6-foot central defender who was released by Celtic, had never played a competitive game of football. He has played in all 4 cup games. We want to develop him. We think he's got, physically, he's pretty good. He's good at marking and tackling. His heading could be better. That's fine. One of the things we could work on. Termination's pretty decent, so he should develop if we can give him game time. Will be 4th. Well, he's actually 3rd choice centre half as things stand. Could drop to 4th, which would be fine. He will get game time over the season. Our next signing then was Kyle Joseph, 28-year-old, 6'1" striker. Can play wide, has done for us already. Has 1 assist in 3 competitive appearances. One of those was from the bench. He is going to be our 2nd choice striker for the season. Rory Wilson is going to be number 1. But he's tall, left-footed, decent physicals in terms of okay-ish pace. Not the quickest in the world, but he's not the slowest. Decent enough fitness, pressing forward. I do think we'll probably have much more like horses for courses type thing at times this season, where it might be Joseph will maybe play tougher games if we're going to be defending a lot, just so we can maybe have that press. We then signed Josh Reed to be backup to Carl Garbett. 5'9" left back, 1 year deal, nothing crazy about him. Spent all his time in Scotland. Oh no, sorry, he went to Coventry for a but since we've played the game, he spent some time. He's played in the Premiership, the Championship, and in League One. And he's okay. He's not amazing. He's not awful. Decent enough physicals. Okay at crossing and marking, tackling. Like everything we kind of want, he can kind of do. He's made 3 appearances, has an assist already. One of those was from the bench. Like I said, not special. He is our backup though, and we'll move on quite swiftly. Ross Whelan, 4th choice centre half, 6 foot, solid physically for what we're asking him to do. Has a technical ability. His mentals are not amazing for a lot of the stuff, but for the specific role as a defender he will be playing, it's fine. Again, 1 year deal, nothing crazy. Excuse me, not special. At this point in the season, I was dying for a centre back because we had that League Cup game. Our groups coming up pretty quick. He appeared, seemed like a good backup. Let's focus on getting into 1st choice guys. Yeah, 4th choice, nothing special. Then it continued, and this one for me was quite a big get. Askell Wintersgill, we got in a pre-contract by like a week. His contract expired in a week, but from Newcastle. We thought he was a Premiership level defender, or scouts did. He's not quite there yet, but he will be. And very, very good, I think, in my opinion, option to have with Charlie. He is undoubtedly, though, 1st choice. He's on a big wage, £2,000 a week for the next 2 years. Physically, very good. Pace is the only thing for me that I'm not overly, like, it could be better. But in general, very happy. 6'1", can fill in centre-back or left-back if needed. Crossing, dribbling, first touch, passing, all can be worked on. But he's made 2 appearances. He has 2 assists. But physically, he's got it. Mentally, kinda. Again, that determination at 15 should hopefully help. Downside, he's unambitious, so he probably won't develop. But if we can get 1 or 2 good years from him, he came in for a free, and we can get some of our goals out the way, I think he'll be a very, very, very solid right back for us. This division at least. And we'll see. He'll be a good option. Again, he will rotate with Charlie. Charlie will get plenty of game time this year. We do want to develop him. Paul Rivera came in from Talavera in Spain's 3rd division. Sorry, hold on. Yeah, 3rd division. God, somehow it's annoying to work out. But he's a winger. He can play either wing. He is right-footed, but he prefers playing on the left. He has made 4 appearances, 1 goal already. Should have 2 assists, but trust me, some of our finishing has been woeful. Before Rory Wilson scored in the last game, he was like, this isn't even exaggerating, about 6 yards from goal. It was open. He had to tap it in and he bulleted it off the crossbar. Like, there was chances that he should have assists for. He isn't the paciest, but he has enough pace. What he does do, though, is technically he has what we need. Outside of passing, but crossing-wise, dribbling, first touch, decent technique. He's got the flair. Excuse me. So he has kind of got everything we're going to be looking for. I think he's a very shrewd signing. He's on a 3-year deal. Somebody we could probably punt next summer for a decent fee. So I'm very happy that we got him in. When we accepted the Barden bid, we had to start finding a goalkeeper. And Victor Kaszarowski? I'm probably just going to stick with Victor. 6'1", Polish defender. We did sign him from Poland on a free transfer. His contract had expired. Super keeper. Has some good stats. Has awful rushing out tendency for a super keeper. I'm slightly concerned by that. His first touch is woeful as well. But I think he will be fine for at least a year. Again, somebody we could probably move on for a decent fee if need be. The next signings came on the same day, and we'll start with Mateus Maluso. He is a 32-year-old Argentinian left back. We signed him from Cyprus. We did. I panicked. We'd lost Garbett. I needed a first choice left back. Nobody came up. Then he did. We went purely from star ratings. We couldn't see his ability points. I have that hidden unless we get like the amazing scouting stuff. What he does have, however, is decent technicals. In terms of defensively, marking, tackling, good. Passing, technique, good. Decent long throws, which is probably going to be a bonus. Good first touch. Okay-ish pace. Issue becomes fitness, stamina, and jumping reach. We get that. He is 5'7", decent enough crossing and dribbling. Genuinely think he'll be fine. He is out injured for the next few weeks. He pulled a calf muscle, sorry. But yeah, I think he'll be okay. And then we signed Diogo Roca, 24-year-old, 6'3", central defender, and to me, great. For our level, fantastic. We actually thought, again, scouts were like, he is a Premier League player. Not quite, but I generally don't think he's far away from it. He has got the pace that we're going to need. Good tacklings. Passing could improve, but in general, everything we want from him is there. Another guy that, like I said, we'll probably be able to sell next season if we need to, if he's not quite what we need. But I am very happy with him. The player who partnered him on the left side of defence, we approached about 4 different people. Everyone, genuinely, without a word of a lie, phenomenal for Championship level, but Premier League for us would have been a great signing. Every one of them went to other clubs. We get it. It happens every year for me. Doesn't make it less annoying. Elliot Miles then came in, and this is where we changed shape to a 4-2-3-1. 5'7", so my big physical tall players didn't quite fall through with him, but that is okay. He scored 2 goals in 4 appearances. Pacey, good technique, and mentally I think he's okay. We're playing him as an advanced playmaker. Genuinely think he is going to be a fantastic signing for us. Just a case of, can we keep it up? He is a Premier League level player. One that we now have to start looking to build the team around. Guillaume Alexander, as we said, we brought him in. We immediately put him out on loan. That was the plan. 21-year-old Irish, 5'8", decent enough pace, okay physicals, mentals. He needs game time, so he's away out on loan. Damon Edwards came in on loan from Plymouth. We're paying 70% of his wages. He's just a backup goalkeeper. He's made 2 cup appearances for us already. Played pretty damn well. He's not far off of Victor Vile, I don't think. Can play at this level, so yeah, he'll get game time. Mainly in the cups, but probably will get a few league games as well. Sinclair Armstrong comes in as first choice right wing of all places, but can play up top if needed. Solid play, 6 foot, decent enough pace. Not going to maybe the best stamina in the world. Fine. But looks like he'll be a finisher. Again, I don't have any concerns with him. I think this is a good bit of business. I am pretty happy. Tommy Dobson Ventura is our other first choice defender. This one I'm a bit meh on. 1 year deal, squad player, so if we manage to get someone better, we can just bring them in. There won't be an issue in terms of game time. 6'2", pretty good. He'll run all day with that natural fitness. Or maybe not run all day, but he'll be available every week. Again, for what we're asking him to do, his technical things are fine. The rest of his technical game, however, is atrocious. Mentals aren't great. Would rather he wasn't first choice, but it's where we are at the moment. Archie Stevens, a guy I seen or was offered to him at the beginning of the window, completely ignored it. Changed formation and shape. Brought in Miles, was like, shit, I need a backup number 10. This guy will do 1 year deal, £500 a week. I don't think he's anything special. 6'2", decent enough physicals. Passing isn't great, but I think he'll be fine. He's made 1 sub appearance. He has an assist already. Yeah, not much to write home about, but I think he'll be fine. Brenton Williams is in on loan from Aston Villa for the season. Right winger backup, 18 years old. Not much to say. Decent enough pace. Good dribbling, first touch, and good technique. Just spent him second choice. Nothing amazing. Not awful, but should be fine for this level. And our most recent signing, signed on the day that Daniel Kelly left, is Gareth Rowlands. 6 foot. Physically, he's there. Technically, he's okay. Tackling could definitely get worked on, but his first touch, his passing, his technique is good. So for that deep line playmaker, I am happy. Mentally, again, has a little bit of things he can work on, like his positioning, like his anticipation, but everything else that we kind of require from him is good. I think he'll be a very good signing for us. Another guy we can build this team around. But we're still not done. Josh Campbell looks like he's getting ready to leave the club for a £55,000 move to St Johnstone, where I think he's been already. He has not, my bad. Looks like he's leaving. Guy we didn't expect to sell. Offer came out of 55 grand. Fine. We've made an offer for Maxey Oyedele, who would come in as that ball-winning midfielder, although he can play wing-back and defence mid. We've also made an offer for Bradley Fink as for a trial. Although, sorry, we've not made a bid for these two guys. These are trials. I thought we had made an offer for you. No, you were recommended to us, and I have no idea how good you are. These are just trials. I still want another striker in because even if you take out injuries, we're one player short here. So you're only missing one player. We have no backup. Like, once we get to the subs, we don't have a lot of options. So I want another defender, another midfielder realistically, and another striker. We kind of get that to be okay-ish, relatively happy, because we can then start moving some players around to cover positions. But yeah, we're a bit short depth-wise. That is my personal biggest concern, and this is our lineup for today. Victor in goals. Wintersgill, Roca, Dobson, Ventura and Reid make up our back four, with Hamilton starting. If he makes 10 league appearances, he gets a new contract, worryingly. Rowlands as our midfield two, Armstrong, Miles and Rivera. Those three attacking mids, with Wilson leading the line on the bench. Collins, Charlie, Whelan, Campbell, although he is possibly leaving. Williams, Marshall, Stevens, Emerson and Kyle Joseph. Emerson has had a very, very good 3 cup games, 2 goals, 2 assists in that time. He is fine for this level. Like, there is no doubt in my mind that for this level, he is good enough. The question is, can he keep it up to prove that he can stay next season and maybe the Premier League, depending on when we get there? But that's where we're at. Let's get the league campaign kicked off right now. They want us to be cautious. I don't. I have faith in us. Is this faith well founded? Let's find out. Wilson is the new club captain after Mitchell left, and Marshall is the vice captain. But yeah, we are still busy on the transfer front, trying to bring players in. Smith, who is playing left mid for Falkirk, we tried to sign. He turned us down. Oh, I wonder how many players we're going to come up against this year that I have tried to sign already this summer. I imagine quite a few. I imagine quite a few. I have no idea on season ticket sales or anything as of yet, but we're not expecting a big drop. Fan influence on the board went from high to moderate, so like the 4 circles down to 3, and we could be in the midst of another takeover attempt. So we'll see what happens with that. Again, I ain't expecting much. I requested a senior affiliate once again to be turned down once again. Not ideal, but it is where we are apparently. I will never get my senior affiliate I so desperately crave. Hamilton scored a peach of a free kick in one of the cup games. I can't remember which one, but he did score a good free kick. Right, it's Falkirk's first real chance. Can we defend it? No, but their header was shit anyway, and it didn't matter. Rivera, Reid, Rowlands. Kind of a bad pass to Reid, but we still kept the ball. Back post, Armstrong should be doing better there. I don't think there's any doubt about that. We are dominating possession. That is how we want to be playing. But I would like to see us have a couple more chances, maybe. Miles. This is straight to the goalkeeper. Miles does get into those positions quite a lot. Has looked deadly from them. Hasn't been far away a couple of times. But it is about just keep going. It's a penalty. Oh, well, that's a great start. Borden never saved one for us that I remember. Neither is Victor. Good start. Good start. It's never easy for us, is it? It always goes tits up. I hate that. It says that the gap's too big, right? Now, it's one of my pet hates with this year's FM. So this gap is too big, but if I drop them to defensive mid, this gap doesn't exist apparently. It's a nonsense. It's an actual nonsense. In fact, he's ball winning midfielder on defence. He should be dropping in there. He's deep line player on support. He will be filtering between there. That gap should not exist. Actual nonsense. Does well to block the initial cross, but can't then get it out from under his feet. Seriously? We're 2-0 bloody down. An own goal from Winter's Gill. It just seemed going in such a slow pace for me though. They're 2-0 up with only one shot on target. Go on, Armstrong. Hits it straight. Why are we hitting every shot straight at the goalkeeper? Can we not just pick a side? Right, Hamilton to deliver. Oh, so frustrated just now. I feel we still won that ball. We're 3-0 down away to Falkirk. This is not going well whatsoever. Everyone is playing so fucking shit, except from our newest signing, Rowlands. Like, I am actually at a loss for words right now. We've played so well in other games. Right, still Miles. Tries to do it all himself. Getting a goal back now would give me some form of faith we can do something here. But we won't, of course we won't, that'd be too easy. Oh, fuck's sake. It's a good ball to Wilson, he's 1-on-1, and he scores, it's his 5th of the season, his first league goal. That is a good way to get back out of the game. It's 3-1 going into half time then. Great ball, by the way, from Rowlands. Just picks him out perfectly. I'm still going to tell them we're terrible, but that is a good way to end the half. Keeper's not played well at all. Either's Winter's guilt. There's a few players who have just been shit. I'm going to bring on Finlay Marshall for Ethan Hamilton. Just to make that kind of change. Also going to bring on Charlie, just because Winter's guilt seems to be quite badly affected by the fact they gave away the penalty. We'll make those two changes and see if it makes much of a difference for us. Second half. We do, though, need to get back into this game, and a quick second for us would go a long, long way to do that. Good clearance by Roca. Our wide men aren't playing particularly well. Got him to 55, I think. Yeah, no. Nope. Emerson's going to come on. And so is Williams. Oh, I've been playing him. I'm not going to hold Armstrong's performance against him. I should have been putting him as an inside forward. I didn't. Got one more change we can make. One more stoppage. 2 more stoppages, but one more change. It becomes a case of who and when more than anything else. Can we defend the free kick? Right, Miles, we're breaking. You have options left and right. Gives it to Williams. Come on, fuck, ref. I don't care. Okay, it's in. It's the back of the net. If Williams is injured, I will be fucking livid. Well done for Miles. We'll get that second goal. We've got half an hour left to fight for this point. Great ball. Good first touch from Williams, and then there's such a it's a yellow card all day, ref. Cynical foul. Tries to have the shot. Their player hits it in. Right, Reed, Emerson now. Tried to get the ball forward. Comes back to Reed though. This is a good bit of play. Emerson using that bit of pace. Can he deliver the ball? Cuts it back for Reed, who will play it to Rowlands. That was a good ball. That was a good chance. I don't think Williams has a left foot though, so that chance was never going in. Sadly. .20 minutes remaining. Rowlands is getting a bit tired, which isn't ideal. Pardon me. I'm kind of reluctant to make another change just now. Good header out. Can we stop the second ball coming in? Oh, Marshall's unlucky. Blocks the initial cross, but it still falls for them to have a chance. 10 minutes remaining. Can we rescue a point? Can we rescue the point? Oh, Miles has gave everything. Unfortunately, Art Stevens going to come on then for the last couple of minutes. I think we just shot ourselves in the foot first half. We came back in it second. I don't think we're getting an equaliser. It's just not going to happen. Some really good performances though from some players. Oakley Booth delivers free kick in. We blooted it clear. Well done, Roca. We quickly get the ball forward here. Williams, inside to Stevens. Gets it back to Williams just about. He needs an option. Does get across. Back post. Emerson heads it straight to the goalkeeper. Just about keeps it out. We don't get lucky with the drop there. Pretty gutted for us. We've definitely been the better team second half. Maybe even the end of the first half we did come into the game. But we just blew it first half. Williams tries to get the ball in. Maybe could argue that Wilson should take the chance there. That it's going to go front post, but... Oh, that's ended up a bit gutted because I don't think we didn't deserve to drop points, but we completely shot ourselves in the foot first half. To lose 3-2 against a team that only had 2 shots on target, it's so fucking annoying. But yeah, we created the chances. I think it will come. I think the fact that we have basically rebuilt this whole fucking squad in a window, yeah, I have a bit of faith that we will be okay. I think. Yeah, join me in just a couple of seconds for yourself. It's Viticon Livingston in the second game of the episode, where I would like to think we'll show them what we can actually do. Right, welcome in everyone again for the second game. Oh, excuse me. Two things. Campbell has left for St Johnstone. Oyedele has came in. Ball winning midfielder, good physically, good mentally. Marking could be better, but solid tackling, decent passing. I think he'll be fine. 2-year deal for the 25-year-old Nigerian midfielder. I think that was deep line playmaker. I will personalise that. There we go. He comes in, so Hamilton goes to the bench. He will just start today's game. Meluso's slowly getting back to fitness, and we're in talks to sign a central defender, left-footed, who will take up that slot. And it gives me Collins, Dobson, Ventura, and the other guy, Whelan, to and the other guy to just give us a little bit more depth and options. But that is only change to the starting 11 today. Let's get into it. Let's see how we do against Livingston. Expecting more goals for us. And maybe it'd be a bit better defensively than whatever the fuck the first half was last game. In terms of season tickets, by this point last season, we'd sold like 1,300 odd season tickets. We've sold 900 this year. So there is a drop off from last season. But compared to when we took over, pretty good still. Hoping we still get the attendances regardless of its season tickets or not. But we will see. The stadium looks relatively packed from this one little still I see behind us. We'll probably see more in some highlights. Downside, we're not the team with possession. It seems to be Livingston. Kind of narrow. They're getting their width from their wide full-backs or wing-backs. That's where they're getting their width from. Very congested middle of the park. How we're going to break this down, I'm not fully sure if we actually have the proper skill set. I think we should. I'm ignoring that because I believe it. Because if ours is big, what the fuck is that? Okay, it's kind of evening itself out. We've still only had one shot. 2 shots now, not one on target. We've had 2 corners as well. Okay. Seriously, they have one chance and it goes fucking in. What the fuck is wrong with our team? Okay, a couple of empty sec. Why? They've had one chance all fucking game and they take the lead. Fuck. Ah, fuck. I've still not set his role properly. Honest to God, our team is shit. Right, Wilson tries to get it back. Rollins. It's another corner. Can we maybe pick out a player of ours instead of one in yellow? Miles to deliver. I thought Miles was left-footed. Shows you what I know. Shows you what I know. Oh. Don't make this a season where we start every game absolutely horrifically. Please. Right, can we maybe do something a bit better? I know, gap between our midfield and defence is so big, that's why he's sitting fucking 6 yards in front of him, huh? That's a good ball, though. Miles. Oh, unlucky. Armstrong gets it. Can he get it back to Winter's goal? No, he just gets tackled. Unlucky there. Finally got a shot on target. This is the only thing. We're creating chances. Obviously. Nope. But we're just not doing much else. Worryingly, I think that was last game might have been Wilson's first goal for the club in a league game. He'd won 18 games without scoring before he put 4 past Ross County. Right. I am livid with our performance. There's no two ways about it. It's the last two games we've started awful, where we concede one shot on goal, one shot on target, and we'll score, and we'll concede to it every time just now. It's just how shit we've been playing, and it's frustrating because we should be doing better. We're just not really in the game. We're making some changes. Williams is going to come on for Armstrong. Stevens is going to come on for Miles. And Emerson is going to come on for Rivera. Can't swap Reed out yet. Don't have another left back. Rowlands is having a bad game. Going to bring on Marshall as well. Let's see if these 4 changes can get us back in this game. Man can dream. Man can dream. Oh, that's poor. Poor pass from Yelly and then Oyedele even, and then Wilson makes the wrong choice. He also wanted it in behind, but you'd like to have thought he could have noticed the ball wasn't making it in behind. He would have tried to run back for it, but obviously not. Still got one more change we can make, but I don't even know who we'd attempt to bring on just now. That's so piss, man. Come on to fuck. Stevens wins interception. And it's an equaliser. Archie Stevens gets the goal back. To be honest, he fucks up before he actually wins the ball. He doesn't run towards the ball that's past him. Look, Oyedele plays the ball. Williams plays a good ball. Stevens isn't even looking. Poor touch from Allen lets Stevens win it back. And this is such a composed finish against McCrory. It's 1-1. But honest to Christ, we've been piss poor. Oh. 20 minutes left. Can we actually do something? Joe, I'm going to bring on Kel Joseph for Wilson, I think. Just make that change up top, see if it helps in any way. I know we've had 7 shots, we've only had 2 on target. So maybe if we can get Joseph to just sit a bit deeper, try and link up with the number 10 a bit more, we might be able to create a couple more chances. Poor tackle, poor reading of the game there from Roca. Keeper does well to make the save. Oh my god. We are so fucking bad. Stevens gets the ball now. Can he find... Nope. Then you get a chance to finish my sentence. It's a good ball over the top. Williams cut it back. Joseph gets the equaliser. It's first goal of the season. It was his missed interception that caused the second goal. but he managed to get the equaliser for us. Can we steal the winner? That'd be good. Go on, Joseph. Shot straight at the goalkeeper. Don't think he might have had the belief that he could take a touch there, but probably could have. Archie Stevens rattles the crossbar. Every defensive set piece is giving me just anxiety. I have no faith in us whatsoever at the moment. It's another corner for them. Come on, guys. I don't think we're going to get the winner. I don't think we're going to get the winner. Seconds remain. Just lose the ball far too easily, man. Reed, can he deliver a good cross? Not the worst. Williams. Comfortable save for McCrory. Tries the right thing, does try and head it down out of the ground, but does not trouble the keeper whatsoever. How unbelievably lucky are we going to just keep being? One point out of 6 so far. Not great. Not fucking great. And now we take on Dundee in a double header. Once in the league, once in the League Cup. Not really ideal at all. Like, at all. Oh, so next episode, that's what we'll come back for. The double header against Dundee. Hopefully by then we'll have a centre back wrapped up and maybe someone else as well. If you enjoyed today's episode, please leave a thumbs up. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care.